So, hey guys, and welcome to another video where today, I'm not sure if this is like a continuation of the stream I just started or if this is like its own stream. So let me just check. I'm just going to refresh this and see if it ended. It did. Okay, so this is its own stream. So today, I'm going to have to do the whole intro again. I am going to be watching a video that I recorded, and even my intro is going to make perfect sense because I've been doing that intro for 10 years that I did at the start of the stream. I'm going to be watching a video that I recorded 10 years ago to post on my channel 10 years ago in 2015, and never posted. I got home and I put things off, just I always have. But it wasn't as bad back then. But this was just a video that in 2015 I just put it off, and I was going to post it that Christmas. It was part of Vlogmas 2015, and I never posted it. So it is now 2025, and I'm finally going to do it. Now, I've already recorded this once, so I'm hoping everything's working. I'm just going to make sure that it is, because I had to end the last video because the Streamlabs just never works. It is now 2025. I can never get OBS or Streamlabs to work first time. It's just like how it is at this point, and well, at least for now. But I think it's all working now. So let's just check. It's just like part of my channel experience at this point. We've had a bit of echoing. There we go. So the webcam looks all right. I've got a second screen, so you can see what's going on my computer screen, which you couldn't at the start of the last stream. It was only 3 minutes long. But I also didn't have any audio, and now I do. So here we go. Now, what I said at the start of the last one, I wasn't actually going to stream this at all. That wasn't my plan. But what I was going to do, I was going to upload the video anyway. I was going to upload it as just like the video, right? But I was probably going to add a prologue to it. I was definitely going to do that, but I didn't know how I was going to do it, right? So I was probably just going to go at the start of it and maybe at the end, just kind of start by saying, this is what happened 10 years ago. This is, I never posted it, but it's been exactly 10 years ago to the day. And I always planned on doing it a year after, and then I didn't do it then. So I was like, you know what? Screw it, I'm going to wait 10 years and then I'm going to make sure that I post it. So I added it to my calendar, and here we are. I actually thought it was the 23rd, but it's the 22nd that I should have posted it. I didn't know what I was clicking on there, but yeah, I'm gonna do that anyway. But I just wanted to. I was watching it through, right, because I was gonna do it on my phone, edit it all, and put it straight up to TikTok or whatever, but I just couldn't get the videos downloaded, so I'm doing it on my computer and using Clipchamp, which is built in, so because CapCut has a watermark, so it's just kind of a happy accident that this has all come together. So I've just been throwing it all together in this and just watching it through. I've only watched 5 minutes of it, and it's 17 minutes long, so I was like, I'm going to finish watching this. The first watch in at least 5 years is going to be live with you guys. You're gonna watch my reactions to it. Now, this has got my mum in it and my brother in it. Got no permission from them to actually post it online, so hopefully that'll be fine. I mean, I can always blur them out if they want to, so that's fine. But anyway, let's just get started, because it's not supposed to be a massive thing. I just wanted to give you the backstory, basically. So it's 10 years ago. Yesterday in 2015, I was going to post it, never did. So I went, let's wait 10 years. Here we are. I can't believe it's 10 years later. I can't believe that in 2015 I was a functional human being that had the exact same goals. I was a YouTuber in 2015, and I wanted to be, and I wanted to post videos. And here I still am doing the exact same. So here we are. Let's get started.
Hey guys, and
I'm hoping you can hear this, by the way. I'm just gonna
See it in the car.
make sure. This is our ancient Vauxhall Zafira car that we haven't had since 2018. I'm hoping. Yeah, you can hear it. But we haven't had this car since I was 12. No, 13 or 14. I think I was 13 when we got rid of this. And it was such an iconic car. But yeah, it's crazy. It's like out of a memory or something. I still have a pretty posh voice now for like Leicester, but nothing like it. Like, especially talking to certain people, I get proper common sounding. This is another level. I used to get told I had a posh voice as a kid.
It's called Stair Tires.
So the intro to this video, the reason I'm not even going to be able to like. Yeah, I'm going to have to keep pausing this every 5 seconds. I'm not going to be able to hold myself from doing that. But the reason that we've started here is because my mum's just getting a car fixed. But it was literally just vlogging exactly what I was doing on the day. But yeah, this is literally just going to be paused constantly because, you know, you can watch the full video if you want to. I'll post it afterwards.
The reason being is because we need some new tyres on this car. It's getting quite old now.
Yeah. Built in 2005. Almost as old as me, that car was.
But, so yeah, you'll probably, when we get this sorted, you might take it.
And for the record, if I act kind of young but also old for my age, I was 11. Just for context. I think I was 11, was I? Yeah, I turned 11 in 2015. I was 11. So make of that what you will.
Well, but afterwards, we'll probably just go straight to Leicester.
Mum's getting, our mum is getting
There's my brother.
really worried because, you know,
It might cost a lot.
it's going to cost a fortune to, she thinks, probably about £200.
Not too bad, because she was running it for it might be like 300. But it's gone down a bit, significantly. Look at that.
It did well. It lasted another 3 years, and then we got a Fiesta.
This is a dirty car.
That A on the airbag, there's only half of it because I coloured it in permanent marker in about 2010, and it was just like that from then onwards. I was messing around with a marker and I was like, I can't really do much, but like I just want to like vandalise a little bit, you know. I want to just mess around a little bit and just get away with it.
Amazing. $399 is
That's my old school bag as well. I think Luke was using it by that point.
how much
From like class 1.
FX lightsaber.
So yeah. So now, thanks for watching this part of the video. No.
And also, if you're wondering how I was recording this, I did this on a camcorder, like an actual proper camera. I felt like Casey Neistat. I'm assuming I knew who he was by that point, or like got some inspiration from him. My intro comes from Dan TDM. The whole "Hey guys and welcome to another video" that comes from Dan TDM. But the vlogging probably came from someone like Casey Neistat. And yeah, so this was a proper camera that my dad bought in like 2011 to record like my school, you know, sports days and stuff. But I'd taken over by that point. I used to record YouTube videos with it, and this is one of them.
We'll come back to you when we're in London. I mean Leicester.
Not on a phone or
So
anything.
now, guys,
I used to scoot around everywhere. I always wanted to skateboard. I remember in 2016 I got a skateboard, and it was like the wheels were so out of balance that whenever I'd go forward, it would just take me to the right. So I just gave it up, and I just never learned. I always really wanted to though. So you know, only ever had scooters, but used the heck out of them.
for this extreme sign.
So what does that actually say on it? It's skateboards. I knew it was like a skate shop. Okay, so that's what that is. We're going into a skate shop. This doesn't exist anymore. Most of this retail part doesn't exist in the same way anymore. This shop is completely gone. It has been since about 2017.
We know what it does. We're just having a look at it.
We had no idea.
Luke, and we'll see you in there. Well, we're here. It's pretty cool.
This is all we show
Little shop.
because I only record that bit.
The car, this just got out of the shop now. It's pretty cool actually.
Pretty
Now
cool.
the car is being mended. So let's shoot the wheels off.
On the ramp.
Still on my scooter.
You can see how battered it was. I mean, that thing, I think that went to like France and stuff, that scooter did. Like it literally went everywhere. The handlebar covers came off. The actual handlebar itself, all the paint was coming off. It was just absolutely destroyed by the time I'd finished using it. And the wheel just like exploded because I'd used it so much. Like the bearings in it, like it was completely and utterly broken. I always wanted another one, but I never got one.
So it's like the oh, them two wheels which have either been fitted or they're already on. And haven't been fixed yet. So that's that.
And the whole purpose of this vlog, it starts here, but like it's actually quite clever because it starts like doing the kind of daily kind of day-to-day thing, but then it goes into doing something else, which is going into the city, which I didn't go to Leicester that much. I was born in Leicester, so it's my hometown, but I didn't go in there that often. It was like a kind of a thing that we did kind of as a special trip, you know, once every few months or something, maybe a bit more than that. So that was like the big thing of the day, basically. It's all building up to that, and I don't know what happens later on. I have watched this. I think the last time I watched it was like 2019, 2018. So I did used to know what was in it, but I'm going to need my memory refreshing. So we'll see.
Now we're going to go to my brother's, one of his favourite shops.
This is still here. This is quite a popular shop, actually. It's kind of a rough, tough boy. This is still here. This is quite a popular shop. I always used to get so bored going in here because it's just a load of like army stuff, you know, like rubber gas masks and stuff. And I don't really know what the idea is. Like, what is the purpose of a military setup? Is it for actual like buying? I mean, if you're gonna be buying that stuff, surely you're gonna use it. It's not exactly collectible, or is it? I guess it is. I guess people actually buy the stuff as like collectible memorabilia, because that would make sense. But it's like proper stuff. It confused me from the start, and I was never into it. The cafe next, like inside of it, was this tiny cafe that was owned by some like my mum's friends, some people from my school's parents, and yeah, it was like 40s themed, like wartime. Yeah, I never really got the whole thing, but it was quite cool though, the whole, you know, military thing just in the middle of a town, but not my thing. I don't sound very disappointed, but I probably would have quite liked to just show the camera around a little bit, because it is a bit different. I bet I had vanilla Coke, because I used to love vanilla Coke before they changed the recipe, because I'm sure they did. In about 2020, I think they changed it, so it's now vanilla diet, vanilla Coke Zero, and it's horrible. But the old vanilla Coke was so nice; it was unbelievable, and I bet that's what I had. This is laughable, but yeah, it's funny. There's me. Finally, actually in front of the camera. I wasn't really vlogging, was I? I was kind of just recording. And this is where it goes wrong, because I know how to use a camera at 11 years old. I know how to use it at like 8, but my mum doesn't, so...
Can you see it? Why is it?
No, I can't see anything.
You've got your hand on the zoom.
To be fair, she'd literally never touched it, pretty much.
Thought you knew how to use a camera.
Never taken any interest in it. I used to absolutely just use the heck out of that. I used to just use that thing all the time, that thing, that hat, and that jumper as well. Just in constant rotation. Don't remember those shoes though. And I was wearing jeans. I never used to wear jeans, ever. I used to hate them because they're like scratchy. I'm wearing them now. I don't mind them at all. But back in the day, probably because like 2015, that's like peak skinny jeans, isn't it? Like slim jeans. And seriously, get me out of them. I mean, we thought this was hard, but like, you know, it's funny. Oh, that's cute.
There we go.
It's just wholesome. That whole thing. I wonder if there's a car that I saw earlier today that's been parked on the side of this road for probably a decade now. I wonder if it's still there. It's like it's been parked there for so long that it's got like the grass and everything's grown up inside the wheel arches and stuff. It's been taken over by nature. So I haven't seen anything from this point onwards, basically. If anyone's typing anything in the chat, I can't tell, so sorry. Sam, you could have zoomed out a little bit. I think I'd probably left it zoomed in because it had been zoomed in so much. All I needed to do was just cut the clips a little bit, and this would have been pretty good. Obviously, I'm just going to let all the clips play entirely, but not a lot needed doing, to be fair. I just needed to literally just put them together. That's what I was going to do. I just never did. Just singing. Pretty much there at the van. I remember this disappointment. It felt like forever that we'd been kind of on that side quest and scooting around, but it wasn't done. I think the car still needed tracking and stuff by that point because it needed whole new wheels and stuff, whole new tyres. Here we go. He's putting on the wheel tyre. I did find this quite interesting, but I knew that it wasn't really vlog material. There's a fair amount in Leicester as well, so I think we do leave soon. I remember there's another scene where it's like up on the ramp, and that's about it. There we go. Bit of POV action. That's going to be the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. My parents were just starting to divorce then. So, yeah. What time is it? 9 o'clock. I'm surprised there's not more useless clips here. Every clip that I've recorded, like, even if they're not that interesting, and most people would edit them out, Nowadays, my camera roll is full of like clips that I accidentally recorded or that are just so bad that I have to restart.
The ramp. There's the ramp.
Here we go. So here's the ramp.
It's probably going to go underneath.
Yep. Let's watch it.
I wonder if it shows it going up.
Retract.
I still remember this.
It's taken a long time to get to Leicester.
Right now?
It's taken a long time to get to Leicester.
Yeah, but at least the car will be safe, Sam. You need a lot of
Oh well.
That's back at the other garage from yesterday.
Yeah.
Because
It's an old
cars
car.
have got to be safe, especially when
I mean, it's not really that old of a car. My dad has a
10 days.
2015 car now, so 10 years newer, 10 years old now.
Hey, he's gonna lift
It's
it.
not.
yeah,
It's not really considered old, is it? Nowadays, modern cars are just really good. They just last.
yeah,
My grandma's car, 2015,
anything, but that's nice because we can just
still. It's only got 35k miles on it. Still feels like pretty new. It's got a touchscreen and everything. I'm just going off on a tangent here, but like, I think that felt old because it was just used so heavily, so many thousands of miles. I think a couple 100,000 miles were put on that thing. Can you just show the car going up, please? It's given me some time to talk over it, but still. There we go. Look, Coca-Cola, vanilla, the original one, was so nice. I used to go to the chip shop and then get chips and sit watching tech YouTube videos with a vanilla Coke, and it was just like, it was peak. After school, sometimes I'd still have my school uniform on, and I'd just sit there, peak 2015, doing that, basically.
Really nice, but
Really nice.
too much of it.
You can't have too much of it otherwise.
It's not very healthy for you.
It's not very healthy for you. Yeah, there you go. Well, today I've had 3 Cokes, so
I think you just used it all right.
1 Pepsi Max, 2 like 0, which is like the worst Coke, but still doesn't make it bad though, does it? If it's all healthy stuff. There you go. So it's finally going up.
It's lifting.
That is pretty cool, honestly.
That is cool.
We've never been back there,
Look down there.
or if my mum did, I never did.
To there. To there. Oh, that's so high. Look at that. Look. And down it comes again. To the bottom. There we go. And now we finished.
Might have to buy one of those
Shall we go
ramps.
now?
I want to get a house. Just like whack it in the garage so I can just inspect the car. One nation under CCTV. Now this is one of the kind of streets that we go on the absolute most.
There's a small English city.
Or we used to anyway. A small English city.
Lots of bars.
With lots of bars and pubs and places. So this is basically... I'm making my own little Wikipedia article here. These are the lanes basically in Leicester. Where they're literally called the lanes, where you'll normally have your nicest shops and like your Christmas lights and stuff. I think it's still the nicest place, kind of this year with all the lights and stuff. It's right near the shopping centre and everything.
One big Christmas tree.
There's my old Crocs. My brother's wearing my old Crocs. I wore them out as well, I think. Unless... No, I think I had green ones, actually. They might have been his. That was definitely my old school bag, though.
How could you make that? It's like a Bentley something.
I can't believe that Urban Outfitters was there 10 years ago. It still feels new. But, yeah, I did wonder about that. It's literally just like curved, whatever, plastic or whatever. But it is pretty cool.
Here's the main
Still there.
the big clock tower.
Yeah, the clock tower. It's pretty famous, that clock tower.
Tree next
Carphone Warehouse doesn't exist anymore.
to stop hanging from it. So
Most of these places don't exist anymore. In fact, What was there? So there was Urban Outfitters, there's McDonald's, and then whatever was here. Because this is a Tim Hortons now. I've been there loads of times, but I don't know what it was before.
Big clock tower.
Those are Clark's. Burger King, exactly the same.
Christmas tree next to the stuffed hanging from it. So, wow, lots of people over here.
I'm zoomed in again.
Quite big. Yes. And slowly,
Look at this ambience, guys.
I don't know what to make spotlight.
Lush has moved across the street. You can't really hear me, but you know you'll get a feel for what was going on. Can you not actually show what's? Yeah, there we go.
Star Wars. Force Awakens.
Is that T-shirt? Luke used to wear that constantly.
I don't know if I mentioned we're in Primark, possibly Glenn's favourite shop. Just to tell you, the lens comes closed on the handicap now. Because, just for now. Just otherwise, you'll just see the escalator.
Yeah, but you could still have the lens open.
Put the lens cover off for you.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Get into
Honestly, one of the worst places to go. Primark. It's so busy. And it's not the people, but it is the people. The thing about it that annoys me is just the fact that you cannot move for people. It's like too busy. You can barely breathe in there. There's like literally no space, and then just people just walking around like drones into you. And literally, you'll be queuing for like half an hour. I'm not going to complain about it. I think they did used to sell selfie sticks there. They sell like power banks in there now. I don't go in Primark much, but whenever I do, there's actually some decent stuff. Even though it's like cheap and it's fast fashion, but like there is some decent stuff in there. It's just, can you be bothered to wait for like an hour? Just, you know, getting around the store, queuing, leaving. I think they were my PE shoes actually, which I never wore for PE. I just kind of wore them out. That's what I imagine. I think they were like Clark's or something, like sports shoes. More street music. I tell you what, it is literally just a fact, an undeniable fact, that Leicester had way better ambience 10 years ago. Just it had way more and way better. Nowadays, you'll get preachers coming up to you from a million different faiths, literally just like forcing Qurans on you and trying to convert you to Christianity. Whereas back then there was that, but there was also street music, you know, Santa in the middle of the street, you know, you got your lights. I've been back to Leicester. There is a Christmas market, but that's just designed to take your money. This stuff was just light-hearted. This is nice.
A bar in a little.
This doesn't exist anymore, but I think it moved downstairs for a bit. I don't know if it's still there, but we used to go there all the time.
It overlooks this.
There we go, Irish. That's gone as well. Yeah, we used to go there all the time, man.
Wow.
Look at that. It's such a cool place as well.
So yeah.
Got photos and videos from like 2016 where we go in there as well.
We get from here anyway.
Is that the same vanilla Coke? It's still there, unless I got another one. And that's it. It was exactly 17 minutes long. So there's the video. was kind of expecting. I didn't know what exactly I was expecting from that, but it was good, wasn't it? But I think I was expecting to see more of like the street and stuff. But there was a fair amount. Obviously, the camera was pretty low quality for today's standards. Anyway, it's like 480p or 720 or something. But yeah, you can still kind of make out what's going on. Most of that stuff just doesn't exist anymore. Really weird. And yeah, it's been 10 years. So here we are, 2025. Not got any videos that I've not got any vlogs that I wouldn't have posted. You know, I haven't posted anything on my YouTube channel in ages, but I have been working on my TikTok, and I'm gonna grow that separately, and then I'm gonna come back to YouTube, I think. But yeah, you know, no secret videos for 2025 is what I'm saying. I don't really want to be. I don't want to think about posting stuff when I'm 31. You know. But yeah, there we go. So, been sitting on that video since I was 11. Now you guys have it, and I'll post the full version. That was really fun. So, thank you for watching, everyone, and yeah, I'll get that posted, and I will see you in the next video. I feel like talking for longer, but I don't know what about. So you know, we'll see. I just had to do something pretty scary today, guys. So I had to move a lot of money that I was paid by my granddad, which I told him not to, because I don't want to have to, like, I'm not ungrateful, but I want to fund my way through university and stuff as best as I can. You know, I'm on like a loan for a lot of things, so I'm like, I know that money's going to come back to me because I'm going to work for it. So I want to be able to pay off the loan myself. I'm not asking anyone for money. I'll obviously, I'm not going to, you know, forcibly like stop them from giving me it, but I'm not asking anyone for anything, kind of thing. I'm not a person that asks for money. But anyway, he gave me it like a year ago. I've just moved it into a Revolut account. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I've had like £50 in like well, 150, but I took some out. I've got £50 in a Revolut account, and it earns like a little bit of interest every single day. Well, maybe not every day. Like when was the last time? Every like 3 or 4 days, it earns a little bit more interest, and that stacks up, that compounds. So what I'm thinking is, it was in a Santander account, like connected to my main bank account. It was like in a separate savings thing that was making zero interest. It was 0%, nothing earning on thousands of pounds. I was like, what am I doing? You know. So I've put it into another account. Hopefully, you know, it'll do more. I'm sure it will. The only thing I was worried about, number one, am I putting in the right details? It sort of verified that it was my account, so there shouldn't have been an issue there, but it did give me a bit of a heart attack for just a minor one, for just a second, because I couldn't see it didn't go in, but I restarted the app a couple of times, waited a couple minutes, and there we go, it was all in there. But now it is going to earn interest, and I also don't want it to be like a high risk account, but it says it's all FSCS protected, and then it's just a regular savings account, so it can't be high risk. Again, might be missing something here, but there we go. So I've done that, so that's fun. What else? That's actually done. That's all sorted. So I'm excited to actually see, like, compared to like £50, what I can do interest wise on that. This video has been coming up. Like, I was going to post it. It's really annoying. I was going to edit it yesterday and I didn't. I put it off so that I'd have it ready for today. If I'd have edited it yesterday, I would have realised it was 10 years ago yesterday. But anyway, here we are. I'm not going to actually edit it any further. Like, this is what YouTube and TikTok is going to get, basically, because that's exactly how it is. Like, what am I going to choose to cut out? I'm not going to edit my 11-year-old self and, like, you know, try and make it neater. Like whatever I've said and done is just going to stay in there. Anyway, yeah. So I think that's the last stream, or is it this one? What am I going to choose to cut out? I'm not going to, I'm not going to edit my 11-year-old self and So there's that. I need to get into, how I was doing Vlogmas in 2015. That was just completely a passion project. I only did one video, but I just did it because I wanted to do it, right? But I need to get back to doing that because I do want to vlog, but the expectation of myself is too high because I end up recording something and going, this is boring, I'm not doing anything today, so I don't end up doing anything, I just end up not vlogging. But like, if I just waited until I was doing something interesting on a day and then did it because I wanted to do it, then it'd be fine. I was intending on doing vlogs this Christmas, but I just haven't been doing much. So, and like, the thing is, I do go back and forward from university. I just don't see that as a massive kind of, it's not the part of my life that I'm bothered to share, And I'm not crazy for saying that. It's like something that I'm doing personally, not publicly. It's not that I won't share. It's not, I'm not scared to share it, but it's not like I don't care. I'm not a university influencer. So I'm just not going to post much about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not crazy for saying that. I will obviously post while I'm there and like record while I'm there when there's something to talk about. But when there's not, if I'm just going to be travelling back and forward from my accommodation, there's just not much to talk about. Anyway, there's that. I'm back for Christmas, so I'm back home. This is my regular setup. I haven't streamed once from my accommodation because I haven't streamed in months, and I would. The door, you can hear people at my accommodation, so I'd have to be pretty comfortable to just sit there and like stream, and I haven't really had anything to stream. Also, like, I'd need to take my webcam again and probably a microphone because this webcam mic isn't very good, so I don't have any of the gear there, and like my Mac isn't as good to stream with. I don't have any games to play on it. It's just like I just haven't done it, but I haven't really done it while I've been back here either. So I've been focusing on TikTok, and I've only been posting like lip syncs and kind of dance videos and stuff like that because videos to music as well, because I don't know the kind of direction I want to take the vlog style content in, which is the stuff that I actually want to be doing, the kind of more authentic talking to camera style video, the confessional style video where you're kind of talking about something authentically and honestly and just like talking to the camera, not just lip syncing, whatever. Anyway, there we go. It's Christmas in, oh my gosh, I was going to say 2 days. It's Christmas Day in 2 days. Well, less than 2 days now. It's the 23rd. It is going to be the 25th, right? It is Christmas Eve in less than 3 hours. So, yeah, that snuck around on me. I know what I want. I want a new phone. This has actually been one of the longest lasting, believe it or not, phones that I've ever used. I can't believe that, saying it. Like, genuinely, that doesn't compute to me. But this iPhone 13 mini is my main phone, and I've used it since July of last year. So I'm now in December. Let's just cut it forward to January. That's a year and a half. Pretty much exactly, isn't it? My Galaxy S5 was one of my most used phones, and like that was 2016 in about March to 2018. 2018, is that right? Or was it 2017? 2018 in January. So that was probably the most used phone. I've got an iPhone 8 Plus, which I've never used as like a proper phone because it was so expensive when I got it, right? That I only ever used it at home. I was just so it doesn't make any sense, because especially considering like I got better phones since, like I got an iPhone SE 2020 used and I took that out, but I left the iPhone 8 Plus at home. It's like an iPad mini to me, but I've had that for now in 2 days. I've had that for six years. No, I've already had it for 6 years. My mouth genuinely was falling open then. That's insane. I've had that phone for 6 years. On the original battery and everything, it still works. I still use it. I write my kind of diary entries and stuff on it because it's got a huge screen. Can't do much on it anymore because I haven't updated the software. I left it where I liked everything, and obviously I can't update anything because of it. But yeah, I've had that 6 years, but it's not been like one of these when that I've taken. I've used it just as much as one of these, but it's just not gone out with me, so it's not felt the same. I've used it way more than this phone over the course of that six years, because I used it all the time when I was at home. I'd put whatever else I was using away. But yeah, that's the most used phone. But yeah, this thing, never really liked it. I mean, it's a nice little phone. I'm not going to hate on it. I do like this phone, but I just wish it was better. I wish it did more, basically. That's all I'll say, because the screen, I'm still not that used to typing on the keyboard. I came from a 12 Pro, not a 12 Pro Max, but a 12 Pro. So like a pretty decently sized phone. Like it was bigger than the iPhone 10, which was bigger than the iPhone 7 and like 8, that kind of size of screen. But not as big as the Max, but still. Like it was a pretty big phone for the time. This thing's tiny compared to it. And it's not the tininess. I can type better on my iPhone 7, which has got a smaller screen, because it's narrow. So it's so cramped. That's what the problem is. I hit the wrong keys because the keys are like narrower. Right? And they're too spaced together. Anyway, that's the problem. I can't charge it anymore. I have to use a MagSafe, which luckily I worked for this company when I was 18, and they gave me like a wireless charger, like a MagSafe thing. I never used it because it didn't work on my iPhone 12. It just overheated the phone. I don't know if that was something to do with the battery or something, because it was a used phone. But this thing it works perfectly on. So thank God, because the cable charging has just completely stopped on it. It will not charge for anything. And I don't have a USB-C power bank. So the battery, which is on 81% health, bearing in mind it was on 100% last year, 100%, I don't even know if it's a real battery, but it was supposed to be like a display unit phone, so I could almost bet that it was on 100% reading, but actually that's because it was never unplugged. So once it was unplugged, it was actually on like 80% or like 90%. So it started a lot worse because the battery had been beaten on, but it had never actually calculated it, because the battery life was never good on this phone. It was better than the iPhone 12 that I came from for like the first 2 months, and I was quite impressed by it. But then all of a sudden, it just went downhill so incredibly badly. So yeah, the battery's no good. Like it really isn't. The charger doesn't work. The screen I'm still not used to it. The performance is terrible. Like it always has been slower than my iPhone 12 to use. Like more laggy. And it's a newer phone. I was like, I want a 13 if I'm gonna, because my 12 Pro broke. If I'm gonna get a new phone and not repair that one, I want a newer one. I want to try the mini, but I want a newer one. So I don't want a 12, I want a 13. The 13's slower. It technically has more power, it can do more, but it lags everywhere. The iPhone 12 never saw a moment of lag, pretty much, ever. Just moving around. But this thing takes ages to do most things sometimes. As you can see, quick, moving in and out of things when it wants to be. But sometimes I'll just be sitting there waiting for it to do, like open an app when it feels like it for like a minute, because it just won't do it. It's so random. I think it's the battery again. I think it's battery related. And it is supposed to be a genuine battery. I looked it up. I looked on like the Coconut battery app. It all seems to be in order, but it doesn't work properly. So yeah, I do miss the telephoto camera as well. It's not that big of a deal, but yeah, I only have the ultra wide. Yeah, that's not a big deal, but yeah, I did really want to like this phone more, basically. So I need to get a new phone. My dad's also said he'll buy me a watch for my 21st, and I don't know what to get. My 21st was in September, but I've been sitting on it since then. I don't know what to get. The watch that I wear all the time is this one, which ironically I got this watch, not this one, but I got one of these because of this watch. This is my dad's old one. He gave me this in like 2021, but because he handed it down, but and it's cheap as well. It's not even like an heirloom. It's nothing to even be that bothered about. But I used to love this as like a kid. I used to think it was so cool having like a metal strap on a watch. So I asked for one. I got it for Christmas in 2015, like a fake one. I don't think he realised he was buying a fake watch when the real one cost like 40 quid. Anyway, so there was that. Yeah, so I want to look for one. There's like tags and stuff that he's recommending, and I do like the look of them, but I don't know what's best. I mean, as long as I've got a nice one that I can just wear, I don't really care about resale value too much. For the most part, it's literally just what's gonna be versatile. What am I gonna like the look of? It's not what's gonna look good to other people necessarily, but just what am I gonna like the look of for the next, for like, you know, however long I wear it. I'll wear it for as long as I have it, which I'm not going to get rid of it, but like, you know, whenever I put it on, kind of thing, am I still going to like to wear it? And I've procrastinated the decision entirely, so there's that as well. But I do need to get a new phone. I don't know what to get. I would say I'm like, you know, quirky. I've not been keeping up with the iPhones. I do know generally what each new iPhone has, but they're all so similar, and I'm sure I'm not as good as you know, as I used to be at like knowing what the latest phone has. And I want an Android again, to be honest, because this has not been a great experience, and there's not really much on iOS anymore. It just feels a bit restrictive compared to Android. I the last time I had an Android phone was like 2018, no 2020. Yeah, I had my Galaxy S8. That was an amazing phone. And it's like, you know, I want that again. I want like a phone that does more and does stuff in like a unique way, like a cool way. Like the iPhone is just stale after you've used it for so many years, and you upgrade to a new iPhone, it's like, oh great, I've just got a new thing that's exactly the same. It's a bit faster, but it's the same thing in the shape, in just different clothing. It's like nothing's different, and you can't install certain things on it. Like, it's just a bit boring, you know. It's a bit. It's just stale. But I probably will end up getting an iPhone because I want to keep FaceTime, like being able to make FaceTime calls. I want to keep iMessage. It's not that big of a deal, but I want to keep it. I want to keep a lot of the kind of camera features. You know, I just want to keep the iPhone stuff. So I'll probably buy an iPhone, even though, you know, I don't have any affinity for any of them. I don't want for any of the models. I loved my iPhone 12 Pro. The design of that is peak iPhone, or like iPhone 10 is probably peak iPhone, because it had like the stainless steel side that I loved, and it was rounded, and it was the glass on the back as well. Hold on. So yeah. That's all right. That's the peak design. The 12's like a little bit, you know, it's not as good as that, but still. That nowadays it's just like aluminium that gets scratched, like all the paint gets scratched off on Pros, or like titanium, which isn't as cool looking. So, you know, there's nothing really to get excited about, you know. But yeah, I was looking at and I'm not actually going to get an Android phone. If I do, it'll be like a second phone. Almost certainly. But I was looking at the S25 Edge. I was just curious. I was excited because I was like, this could be an option. I loved the S6 Edge when I had it. The battery was awful. That's why I didn't keep it. I only kept that a year, less than a year. I didn't even barely use it in that year because I couldn't. The battery was so bad. I think I just used like my laptop and my tablet, my Kindle for the majority of the time, like my iPad. Like it was just, the phone was only used for making phone calls, and I think I joined Instagram on that thing, and that was, you know, I didn't use that much. Like it wasn't used much, but the design of it was amazing. The S8 was so good, amazing. I want that kind of thing again. So I looked at the S25 Edge. I love the curved screens. That's what I like, and I don't know why people whinge about them so much. The S25 Edge isn't curved; it's just thin. So just call it S25 Lite or something. S25 Air, if you want to. You got there before Apple. You can reserve the name, but no, you're going to call it S25 Edge, which isn't even curved. It's just a pretty crappy looking phone, just like every other Galaxy. I don't want to buy that. You know, like there's just nothing unique. So I'll probably just end up getting like an iPhone 16e. I don't want a 16e actually, because I'm quite liking the MagSafe. I've never used it until now, but I quite like it. I've used it for about a month now, and I'm starting to. This is like a selling point to me now. So, and also I want more than one camera. Like I've just said, I like the telephoto. I don't want to also lose the ultra wide, even though it kind of makes up for it. It doesn't really. I wanted the iPhone Air. I really did want that, but I don't have. I'm not putting that money towards a phone right now. In the future, absolutely, I'll probably get the Air 2. That is a genuinely really cool phone, but it's not justifiable at all. I mean, it's only got one camera. The battery is probably going to be just as bad as this. No, not as bad as this, but like as bad as like, well, something like this when it was new, kind of thing. And like what it was supposed to get out of a battery. So yeah, that's not a solution either. And, but yeah, in the future, 100% I'd get one of those. I love those. But yeah, or maybe an old Pro with like a new battery. I'd need a new battery in it, 100%. And a new battery. I don't want Apple Intelligence. I don't care about it, but it would be useful to have a phone that can run Apple Intelligence, because then I know I'm going to get more software updates because it's more powerful. But I just know that even if I buy like a few-year-old Pro phone, Apple won't give it the support that even Samsung is going to give it, because they've been forced to like give it crazy support, and now they do. They give it like 7 years guaranteed OS upgrades, not just security updates. And it's like Apple doesn't even compete with that with most of their phones nowadays. Like iPhone 6s finished in 2021. That's 6 years. So you know, iPhone 7, 5 years, 2016, 2021. Doesn't even compete with Samsung anymore, and they used to complain about it. I don't know why I'm going off on a tangent about phones, but what I'm saying is I have no idea what I want to buy, and that was like my main Christmas present. I wanted to get like a Raspberry Pi for like running random projects on in my room. Wanted to do it, could not justify asking for it because I need money for other stuff, like a phone. So that's what I really wanted, something like that. Magazine subscriptions to things, you know, music. There was a lot of stuff that I wanted, but you know, you got to justify it, kind of thing. Anyway, anything else? It's been a good stream though. Even if I've not got much else to say, I need to sort out this computer actually. Like on a separate note, this computer is so bad. Like I've only had it 2 years. It's pretty powerful. I think I've gone over this a million times. It's got like an 11th gen i5, loads of cores, RTX 3050. I used to stream off of a laptop with like a 2-core 4th gen i5, and that laptop generally performed better than this, just going around Windows. I don't know if it's Windows' fault or if it's the computer's fault because there's something wrong with it, some driver issue or something, but this computer performs so badly. Sometimes I'll open the start menu and it will struggle. I'll open the file explorer and it just won't work. It will take like 30 seconds to open a file explorer tab in Windows 11. It's so bad. I don't want to use it. It's that bad. And I don't know what's wrong with it. It's only 2 years old. It's got it for 3. But like, I don't know. My MacBook performs a lot better, considering it's the exact same age. But yeah, Windows 11 is just not very good, is it? It looks good, but it's pretty crap. Anyway, anything else? I was going to say something. I can't remember what it was. I've torn apart my room. It looks really organised, but it's chaos. Check this out. So there's all my stuff on the floor, all my old books. I've actually added to this thing. This just kind of looks like a static set piece, but it's not. I have actually added some stuff to it recently. I think, where have I put stuff? It's like a couple cards, kind of just slightly out of frame. But yeah, just from like pulling my bed out, all the drawers under my bed have collapsed because there's too much stuff in them. So it's just stuff in the alcove under my bed. It's just full of stuff like that. All those books were under there for one thing, and that's just like scratching the surface. So I've been going through my entire bedroom, like tearing it apart, trying to find books for my uni course. I need to, because I'm writing on what I used to learn, and I need books for that, because I don't remember what I was doing in year 8 and year 7. That was 2016 and 17. So, you know, and 18. I don't remember that far back. I don't know how they expect you to, but the only way that I'm going to be able to do that is by finding the book, and I can't find it. So that's why my room's in such a mess. But I haven't actually figured anything out. Also, you can't actually see it. I've got a CD collection now. You definitely can't see it. It's down there. You can kind of see the edge of it. I was given a load of CDs by my aunt. I kind of sifted through them quickly. I don't really know exactly what I've got, but yeah, she gave me a load of them. I added them to the ones that I already had, which were kind of in a drawer somewhere. And I've also been to a charity shop and bought a couple. None of them are like, you know, my favourites, but I do have a collection now. If I had to buy the ones that I would really, really listen to, it would cost me a lot of money, because they're like, most of them are current, you know, pop songs like Ariana Grande, Drake. I'd buy stuff like that, buy stuff off of my Spotify. Some of them would be cheap. I mean, I got my Wrapped back, and I made a video of my Wrapped, didn't I? Why didn't I post that? I think because I was going to edit it or something. I don't understand why I didn't post that. Or did I post it to TikTok? I made a video. There was nothing wrong with the video. I just didn't post it. That's literally exactly what I did in 2015 with this video that this stream's about. I did the exact same thing. And there was nothing wrong with the video. I just didn't post it. Anyway, this is my Wrapped. I will post it now, but it's too late. It'll still be on the algorithm though. So, I mean, that's a fine song. I love this song. Stuff like this, that'd be really cheap. I do love Sabrina Carpenter's new album, actually, which I wasn't expecting at all. But yeah, there's some stuff on here that I'd get on CD, and I'd get them pretty cheaply, some of it. And that's the kind of stuff that, when you like searching charity shops and stuff for like cool finds that are like old CDs, because that's kind of part of it, it's like the boutique kind of looking around for like old people's trash, that's your treasure, whatever. And like you don't have any choice in that. You just pick up what you like that's already there. It's not you've got all these options like with Spotify, and then you just go, I want that. You get it, You don't get any of that choice, but that's fine. I was actually going to get my hair cut today, guys. It'll be great. I almost made it an entire stream without talking about hair, but she didn't have the booking in properly, which is great. And I chose to just go and see my grandma instead. But I was looking forward to it because it's not looking bad at all, but it's just looking a little bit 70s now, I'd say. Looking a little bit old-fashioned, maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna get it proper short next time. I haven't streamed since I got it cut last time. I've had it cut a lot since my last stream. I had it long, didn't I? I was complaining about it constantly, but I did like I loved the growing process, but yeah, nah, got rid of it all. So yeah, I'm gonna get it proper short again, and yeah, probably doesn't look that much shorter from earlier in the year, but it's hugely shorter. It's just the way it's been pushed over. Anyway, there's that. I'm not actually going to talk about that. So is there anything else? I don't know. I can't even use my second monitor anymore because I unplugged it because the HDMI was playing up for some reason, and I actually took my other TV because my second monitor is a TV. I took it in a suitcase 40 miles in a coach to my accommodation. Like, I had to do like a whole trip with it. I took the stand off and everything and put it inside of a suitcase. That was a fun trip. I could have vlogged that actually. It was quite funny, really. But yeah, got my Christmas decorations in. I've got some snowmen there that I made in about 2015ish, 2016. Used to go to my grandma's after school, and we'd do arts and crafts and stuff. Penguin, no, and tree. And I bet there's more. I don't know, maybe not. That I'm missing. Is there anything else? I'm not sure there is. I got blinds. I think I've talked about that before. Like in July or something, ages ago. But now I can actually control when, light comes into my room and stuff. I can control the light a little bit more. Because my curtains are just like, there's no control in that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I will want to get back on and play some games and just like stream whatever. I need to get on Twitch because YouTube, there's no growth. Twitch, there was none when I first started, but I'm willing to get back on and just like keep streaming until there is, because I should be multi-streaming to it and I don't know why I'm not. For the most part, my streams have just been, for the past year or two, just I want to say some things specific, so I will stream it live instead of making a video about it. But in the future, I want to just do that kind of stream, which I also want to do, which I just haven't been, where it's just get on with no particular reason, but just to do something fun and just talk about it and just see where it goes for a few hours kind of thing. So I will do that, and I will get back on Twitch. I have my account set up. I just need to use it. And I need to build it because, again, I was getting 0 viewers. I was getting more viewers on YouTube because I kind of had some from videos and stuff, but most of the time I won't get anyone on here either. So, yeah. Anyway. Anything else? I don't think so. So, yeah, I'll get that TikTok posted. I keep seeing the number 44. I'm not going crazy here. I see it on street signs. People are like, say the number to me. I have 1 million. This is like really weird. I have 1 million screenshots of that number on my type. Look, December the 14th, 2:44. It's not just that I'm noticing it. Like, it genuinely is just that. 12:44. 1:44. Like, when I look up at the time, that's the number I see. And it's not that I'm consciously seeing it. 5:44. It's just that it is literally the time that I see every time. Like, I'm looking to find out what time it is. I'm computing what I see, and it's almost always 44. It's really weird. 10:44. 3:44. Like, that is weird, isn't it? 11:44. Can't believe how many times it's been. Like, there was literally a sign a few days ago. I'm not talking like, 44 miles to this place, 65 to another. No, it was literally just 4. Or I'll pause the video, right? And it will be at 16 minutes, 44 seconds. Bang on. And I'm like, what? Why? What is the significance of this number to me right now? Anyway, I think it means, like, carry on. Do what you're doing, stay on your path, and, trust in the process and actually put the miles into what you're trying to do, and what you want to do, and you'll get there. But anyway, there we go. A lot's changed in 10 years, guys. I was in primary school when I made that video. I was literally, for people in America, that's elementary school. That's literally the first school that you're in. I was in my last year, because I finished in July-ish of 2016, and I went into high school the next year, but I wasn't in high school, or middle school. I lived in a completely different house that I did live in when I made this channel, in fairness, but that was 2020. And 2020 is half a decade ago now. When I made this channel, I actually got a notification on my phone about 2 months ago when I was just walking around town. I was like, oh, this is weird. I click onto it. I took a screenshot. I've been on YouTube for 5 years now, half a decade. My other channel I made in 2013, just because I made a Google Plus account, and I started posting on it in like 2014. So if you count by like posting date, I've been on YouTube 11 years. Is that right? Yeah. If you count them from when I made that YouTube channel, which I ended up posting on, 12 years. But this one, 5 years. That's still pretty crazy. Like half a decade. I can't believe that. I remember saying, like, I can't believe that for my other channel in 2018, when that was 5 years. But there we go. Yeah. So, yeah, here's to another 5 years. But I am actually going to see what I can do with my social media and put out more stuff that I want to make, kind of thing. Not just stuff that I just want to sit here and just, like, reminisce and not get any viewers for, kind of thing. I actually want to put the work into the content, that I'm trying to make, and actually, make it go somewhere. Because this is low effort content. Once I post the video, maybe it'll go somewhere because it's going to have like a cool thumbnail and title. It probably won't, but it has the chance to. But for the most part, I am going to be posting content that is like actual effort. Not necessarily high effort, but effort. Pretty high effort compared to this. Anyway, I do have a video light on, but I gave away to one of my mates my other video light, my good one. This one's only got half of it that lights up nowadays, and it doesn't make my skin look great. I also got hit in the face at a club last Friday. Not last Friday. A week Friday ago, basically. So not this one that's just been, but the one before that. So I was in A&E because of that, because they told me to go. I wouldn't have gone, but they were like, you should go. So, like, it might scar and stuff, and I think it has, because I think that's the scar. I really hope it's not, though, genuinely, because that would be pretty horrible. I didn't provoke any of it, so that just makes it pretty sad if some prick has hit me and, like, it's scarred, because, I now have that on my face for life, because he couldn't control himself walking past or whatever. I don't even know what it was. It pisses me off, to be quite honest. But yeah, there you go. And also, they checked the cameras, and I was like, well, I thought to myself, it's definitely on there, and they found nothing. They also made me sign a form, Rock City in Nottingham, sign a form saying, I don't even know what it said. I was drunk. So who knows what I signed. Maybe it just said I've been looked at. But maybe it said something like, no liability for this. Who knows? But yeah, there we go. That's great. That explains that, if anyone was wondering, for the past hour. I wasn't like massively drunk, but like I wasn't in a position to sign anything, was I? I was in a club. But yeah. So there's that. 1 hour 10 minutes. Is there anything else to say? There we go. First thing that comes up, Rock City's Instagram story. I just didn't mean to unfollow him, but I don't really mind. I meant to mute the story. That's what I do with all my Instagram accounts. So it's like, why do you even follow them in the first place? But I don't know. I've just mute their stories because it just annoys me seeing stories from like companies and like people that I don't really care about. But yeah. Well, I think that's 1 hour 10 minutes and 44 seconds. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy, guys. Yeah. I think that's pretty much the stream. I'm turning it into one of those like talking to the camera streams where it's just like anything goes. But the original purpose of the stream is done, and I don't really have anything else to do. So, either I re-upload just that first part of the video and then leave the rest of the stream up, or I just end the stream here, because I don't really have anything else to do anyway. But yeah, I'll let you know what I do, guys. I might end up posting a video on Christmas, or just after Christmas, because obviously I haven't asked for anything in, particular. Unboxing a few things. I will be getting a new phone soon. I have to. I don't know how much of it I'm going to fund myself, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting myself a new phone soon. I'll be able to use this for other stuff because it's actually, it's got a decent screen on it and stuff. It's not broken, so I better record on it and stuff. But I will be getting a new main phone, so that'll be fun. I should be getting a new watch as well. But yeah, if you know any good used watches, guys, let me know in the comments after the stream. But yeah, I don't want to turn off the camera, but I will. So thank you for watching, guys. Is there anything else to go on about? I don't think so. I've got a lot of uni stuff to do. I don't know what I'm doing with it. I'm gonna have to do my absolute best and just try not to procrastinate, because that's the only thing that I'm gonna do that's potentially wrong, because otherwise I don't know. I've not been given really any support with it, and I don't really know what I'm doing, so I can only do my best. But it's not great that I can only do my best, because I don't feel like I'm in a good position. I'm not being given a good position to kind of to do it. So it is stressful. But anyway, let me just send this to. Actually, I can't. That's my other TikTok. Anyway, there we go. I've got to do that. That's the only thing that I'm working on that's like separate from my social media and like my actual goals. It's just uni work at the minute. I don't have a job at the minute, so yeah, there we go. Or not like an employed job. I need to do my tax return, so I'll do that now. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys.